Hey, thanks for coming back to my channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the recent content that I've put out. There's going to be loads more to come, especially as we get closer to the beginning of the season and as we're signing more players. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about Ben White, what he offers, and also a little bit about his deal. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you know, at the moment, there is an agreement in principle which is subject to medical. And so basically, the deal with the club has been agreed. There's different reports as to how much it is. Some say it's about 50 million plus add-ons. Some say it's 47 plus add-ons, and kind of anywhere within that range. So I'm going to look at 50 million as a figure, and then just kind of break it down as to what it costs, what it takes out of the budget. And then we'll talk a little bit about White as a player. In terms of the deal itself, 50 million, from what I've heard, again, it's just all kind of speculation at the moment, but from what I've heard, it's a 5-year deal at 140K a week. So the 5-year deal at 50 million is roughly 10 million a year. So that's 10 million out of the budget. And then his wage at 140K per week works out to be 7.3 million for the year. So the total cost per year of the transfer is 17.3 million. Now, if you factor in, or if you think about how Arsenal have been rumored to be looking to spend between 100 and 150 million as a budget, 17 million out of that is not a lot. It's a drop in the ocean as to what they have available to spend. So, it's exciting times. I'm looking forward to seeing Arsenal push through and see who they're going to be looking to sign next. Looking at Ben White as a player, I don't know too much about him. I've obviously seen him because I watch a lot of Premier League football. He, to me, strikes me as Pep Guardiola's version of John Stones. He's a player who is composed on the ball, who can play and who can pass. One thing I think Ben White has over John Stones is that ability to dribble the ball and bring the ball into midfield. And being able to bring the ball into midfield and create those overloads in the midfield, just frees up space anywhere else. And so it's a fantastic attacking asset to have. His distribution is great. He's got great energy. And then defensively, he's also very strong, very good in the air. And so, when you look at the Arteta kind of archetype for a defender, it's somebody who is physical and who's good in the air, but then he's looking for players that can be progressive with the ball. And I think he's absolutely nailed it with this player. It's a lot of money, and there's a lot of people that are out there saying it's not worth the money. But this is what you have to expect when you're buying expensive players that are English, that are homegrown. You look at what United have spent recently on Sancho. You look at how much they spent on Maguire. Just as a couple of recent examples, you look at what United spent on Wan-Bissaka. English players in England tend to go for a lot more. So I think it's really good business, especially as a player who could potentially be with us for a long time. He seems like he's showing the right mentality. There's rumors going around at the moment that he's cut short his holiday to meet up with the players and start preseason early and get his medical done early. I'm not sure if I believe it. I'd like to believe it because, I think having that kind of player with that kind of mentality at the club is exactly what we need. But at the moment, his medical was penciled for the 26th, which is less than a week away. So looking forward to getting this over the line. Hopefully you've enjoyed my take on the Ben White deal. Sorry it's not as in-depth or doesn't have as much analysis involved. I tend to not like to watch highlight reels before deciding on a player. I prefer to watch them live. So I'll be watching Ben White live, and I'll give my rundown on him as a more complete analysis into the season. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please like, please subscribe, please share. You can also find me on my social media, sensible_gunner on both Twitter and Instagram. Thanks again for watching. And as always, come on, you Gunners.